Alrighty. Hello, friends. Let's see. Eric went through ODM, Obsidian, Peaches, good day. Traxion, hello. Nine Walker, Keegan, Zitch, hello. Yo, Mr. Mike. Mr. Huego, what's up? How's it going? Delicas. What's good? Let's see. What am I missing here? Oh, right. Captions. Okay, I think we are good. How's it going, everyone? How's your week been so far? It's been kind of a slow week for me, at least. Not getting too much done, but you know, it's going. Got T-boned by a bus last night, but otherwise pretty good. Oh my goodness. That's scary. I hope your vehicle's fine. I hope you're doing okay. Do you, is that something that you might want to get checked for? Because like sometimes people tend to have like back problems and, you know, all kinds of stuff after an accident. So It's not a bad idea to get checked if you can, but if you think you're fine, then hopefully that's it. That's scary though. That's really scary. Yeah. It was the passenger side, so I'm okay, but my port car is too— oh my gosh. I hope you get some decent coverage at least, but I mean it's that's always terrible. Hey Thorak, hey! Thank you so much for the resub for 5 months. Thank you, thank you. Alright, why don't we just get started now? So today we're building a Keycult number 1. So yeah, let's unbox it. Let's see, we got our JWicks here. These are stabilizers, plates, PCB, daughter board, alignment pegs, sure. What is this? Made a small mistake in packing this keyboard, including the wrong set of gaskets. We include the correct set in this envelope. Please use them instead. Okay, cool. So, correct set of gaskets. Yep. Alright. Then we have, let's see. Oh, I think this is just the auth card. Okay, auth card, thank you card, that's it. Other gaskets, another plate, and okay, that's it. All we need. Let's take this out of the box. Ooh. What's this? KneeDeepPatinas. This one is called Escape Velocity. Nice card. So this one is originally supposed to be a polished silver with stainless steel. I mean, like polished stainless steel with a silver case. The silver is still intact, so I assume the weight is what's done here. Oh, look at that. You guys see that? So the bottom, it's hard to, I wish I could show you a little better. The lighting is not ideal for this because there's too many reflections. But basically it has a bluish, greenish, yellowish, sort of rainbow sort of sheen. It's really cool. I can confirm for chat the colors. It is subtle, yes. It's also sealed after it's done. So I'm assuming this is like basically like flame painted and then sealed. So it's nice, it stays the same. So pretty cool. Very subtle. Alright. I didn't know the mode 80 came with a brass weight. Yeah, just like any other rectangle, eh? Oh, you have one of those 2x2 bongos? Yeah. I haven't done a what should I call it? I haven't printed an adapter for it. I think someone developed an adapter, Sandy. But I haven't printed that out just yet, so probably have to get that done at some point. Very nice though. Evening, abstraction, how's it going? Okay, gaskets and this probably later. Stabs and switches. Alright. Let's get this out of the bongo would be amazing on the 68%, like the Icky. Yeah, like in a 2x2 like cluster would be nice, or like on a macro pad is what I also thought about. So we have our polycarb plate here. PCB. Please use 2x2 bongo today, thanks. I wish I could. I would, if I could. JWicks black switches? Yeah, JWicks black switches. Okay. Alright, and then we gotta test this PCB first. Passed out after work and woke up with an upset stomach, so business as usual, I'd say. Damn. Do you eat something bad for you, like something that you think it was too heavy or something like that? Because it happens to me when I have like fatty foods, I guess. If it's too fatty, only happens. It depends. Like I think it normally happens if I have like very fatty food on a very empty stomach. So yeah. All right, we'll do. So this is when keyless. Alright, let's change it to... Oh, I forget that I actually don't have a WT80. So let's change this over. Oh wait, no. Right alt. Alright, the rest is okay. Okay, key tester. Test out our PCB. My stomach's... Wait, haven't seen too many Keycults built with JWicks TBH. I haven't seen many... I haven't built with JWicks, I think, right? Like, I think I've seen a board with JWicks from just like a passer, like a board that was passing by for like a... I think it was a repair or like a... something like that, basically. But I don't think I've ever built with JWicks before. So it'll be something new for the channel at least. I have con candies. Con candies are the Switch, right? That's interesting. I don't think I've tried those either. Very nice IMO. Oops, I shifted the goddamn cable. Hate it when this happens. Sometimes it just does. There we go. Quappa, hey. Also, Avo says, my stomach's been hurting so bad since last Thursday. I was in the ER. Even morphine didn't help? Dude, what? What's going on? Did they tell you why? Did they tell you like if you have... Did they diagnose the issue at all? That's really rough. Is it like GERD or like gastritis, basically? I wish JWicks existed when I started. They're pretty nice, I heard. I mean, they're really smooth, just like out of the box. So JWicks switches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Con candies are like a pewter. Oh, okay. I see. Don't think I've tried them. So, wouldn't mind trying something like that, like a light tactile switch. Wouldn't mind that at all. Wait. No way, John Wick makes switches. Believe it or not. Got a CT scan, a labs run, no idea what's wrong, my stomach still hurts just as bad. Oh my gosh. So painkillers didn't help, and that's horrible, man. That's just awful. I hope you recover soon. That just sounds really rough. Oh, this one's not actuating. Like, maybe I'm gonna guess the diode got sheared off. Yep, I was right. The diode got sheared off on this. That's not a problem though, since this is when keyless, right? So I can just move one of the diodes that doesn't get used. So I'll actually move out the win key diode here, or actually the alt diode is probably easier, because unless you use it in 6.25U, this will never get used. So let's just do that. Right. It happens. Diodes get sheared off every so often. Yeah, because they're pretty small, and they get surface mounted. And yeah, sometimes it just happens. It's okay though. Not a big deal. I'm just gonna move it out from one place to the other. So let's grab some tweezers here. Put this away. And then all I'm gonna do is just grab my iron here. Okay, we got a diode here. All I need to do is place it down for a bit. Let's get a little bit of, let's get a little piece of solder here. Ratty, it's hello. How's it going? Let me see if I can show you what I'm doing. It's a little bit, it's a little technical, I guess, but. So I removed that diode from here, from over here, right? And then I'm just gonna put it on here. So let's just clean this off. I'm just gonna use a little bit of heat and solder just to clean it off and apply a little bit of solder there. Okay. So that's clean. And now, did the diode fall off? Yeah. Just missing a diode. Happens sometimes. Could have happened in the factory. Could have happened in the bag. Yeah, it just happens. You just do that. Sorry if I move this around a little, just trying to align everything here. Okay, it's not perfectly straight, but it's pretty much already there. Yeah, should be fine. It's not straight, but it's not straight. I could straighten it, but it's really okay. It should still work. I'll just straighten it, why not? That's good. That's okay. Alright, so we place the diet over there. And then we just test it again. Alright. Okay. Let's see, key tester. There we go. Alright, perfect. Done. Alright. So everything works. Unplug it. And we move forward. Skull cam? I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. My hair is like not. Alright, cool. Successful surgery, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've done this quite a few times now, so yeah. Alright, giving the case back. Just leave it over here for now. No worries, you have lovely hair. Thank you. I don't see Keycults very often. Stream sound testing even on Mech Market. Is that right? Huh. Well, that's kind of surprising. I feel like there's quite a few of them out there now. I've seen two #1 revision 2 for sales in the past couple of days. Yeah, I feel like I do see them fairly often, actually. Because there are quite a few of them out there. Is it common for Keycult PCBs to have issues? Diodes getting sheared is not even just a Keycult PCB issue, but yeah, I would say no, not common, but I think it's more common for any PCBs that are packed in tight bags, or in some cases where there's some batches sometimes of PCBs where like the SMD components are just like they don't have too much solder, you know, placed for them, so they're just kind of very loosely fit, which it just happens from the fab. Like occasionally the SMD is just not not as strong of a bond there. And components like diodes tend to get, you know, it can get sheared off because they're just, you know, the ones that are right there. Yeah, and you know, there's a diode for every single switch, so yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't think it's too common. There definitely like might be some PCBs that might just have had more issues because maybe that batch was like that, but yeah. I would say it's not super common. So it's very circumstantial. There is one PCB that I think I heard had a lot of issues in terms of diodes falling off because the diode basically was just too small. Like it was like one of the very, very small package diodes. I think the Vertigo PCB was had very, very small package diodes. So like the footprints are very small, so basically there's very, very little attaching that diode to the surface of the PCB, and so, you know, they can come off with shear off very, very little force. So and I think the mistake there was also that they used very tight bags for packing the PCBs. IMO, I think it's nicer to have bags that are not fitted. I actually prefer that they're not fitted and they also don't have like a Ziploc style. I think it's nicer to just have a PCB bag that's loose and just foldable, or just heat sealed. So, but yeah, I think tighter bags for PCBs actually have more issues than not because when you're taking out the PCB, you have a risk of shearing it from the bag, especially from the plastic from the Ziploc portion, right? Because that's harder than the rest of the bag. Bubble wrap works, yeah, but bubble wrap isn't necessarily electrostatically safe, so that wouldn't work either. So I mean, well, I guess there's a wrap kind that is safe, but yeah, I would just use like those. There's so many like static discharge safe plastic bags. Like it's very easy to source those. They cost pennies. So yeah, and most fabs just have them handy. So just ask them to provide it. I've heard nothing but complaints about the 7B PCB for warp. IMO though, warping is also not a big deal. Like just press a switch on it, put the stabilizer on it, and put it in the case, and it'll unbend itself normally. Because, you know, just put it together and the warping is not an issue. Wasn't like everything wrong with the vertical PCBs? Oh, I see. So maybe it was too tight, yeah. Let's see. Just lube my HKB meant for the EVIA, and now I'm not sure if I need the EVIA anymore. RIP. Yeah, I like my OEM cases for Topre, so I personally just use that. I don't really have. Like, I didn't get any of the more recent aftermarket housings like Heavy Grail or EVIA from Noxery or XRF because I personally just enjoy the plastic cases a lot. Kinda wish PCB still came with, or at least have an option to solder all the SMD stuff yourself. I mean, you can. If you're making them, yeah, I mean, the stuff that's pre-soldered PCBA is because it's just done through the original order, but I mean, if you really wanted to do all the soldering yourself, I mean, yeah, I guess if you're ordering PCBs yourself, you would be able to just get blanks and do it yourself. Speaking of that, I wonder if Heine has any H87A DNs that aren't soldered. Not that I recall. Because that was a while ago too. Those PCBs were done like almost 2 years ago now. Isaac, hello. I will be getting the Evia Pro if it comes just to try aftermarket housing. Oh, cool. Do you like the Realforce R2 housing? I don't mind it. I think it... I don't like the 6.25U bottom row, to be honest, as much, but I mean, it is what it is, right? I think it just looks much more generic, kind of like a Leopold. Or, you know, like just very rectangular, right? Very angular. The R2 housing, it's okay, but I would say like it gets neither plus nor minus points from me. It just looks much more simplistic and therefore gets neither a positive nor a negative. Just practical, I guess. My Odin decided to start to make movement after almost 3 months at Shanghai. Oh, nice. Abdroid, that's good. Mix on the side look. Oh, I see. Oh, right. The side of the RF definitely does look a little different. Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I do prefer the R1, but yeah. Need to finish the 60 and a couple macro paths. Oh, Reborn, thanks for the resub. 18 months, thank you. Love the internals though. The 45 Silence limited edition is great. Yeah, so the R2s, just like the HKB Pro 3 basically, or the Pro Classic / Hybrid versions, the Realforce R2s are pretty nice stock. Honestly, like they come with, they also come with those like mats, right? Like the dampening mats inside. So yeah, they actually provide a decent amount of options, and also they're pretty nice stock even. At least having tried them myself, they're pretty good. And I feel the same way about the Pro Classic or the Pro Hybrid. They just like even stock they're pretty nice. Like there's no real reason to recommend a Pro 2 instead, unless you're getting the aftermarket housings for them. Like, you know, or if you're just like a Topre HKB snob and you're like, oh, Pro 2 better. But yeah, I mean, objectively speaking, stock form, at least the Pro Classic, Pro Hybrid are way better in pretty much every way. Yeah. Topre is such a deep rabbit hole. I already have 2 HKBs for no reason. That's kind of how we started. I started like that. I started with the 1 HKB and now I have, yeah, a bunch too. Just happened to get them because I was like, oh, I have a white one. Oh, I have a black one. Oh, yellow Pro 1. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, white Pro 1. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, black Pro 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that kind of just went like that. Zaid, hello. Pro 2 can be found for cheaper? Yeah, used, right? Like, you can buy... Yeah, so if you buy used Pro 2s or whatever, like, you can definitely get a better deal in terms of, like, aftermarket, yeah? Like, if the differential in price is significant enough that you can convince yourself that you would just get a Pro 2 instead, then, I mean, by all means. Got snow on the black one with blanks? Nice. Nice. It becomes easy to justify, though, for sure. It's a lot of it does have to do with the fact that Topre is limited to those brands specifically, and there's nothing much out there else, really, right? So it's just the number of options being limited makes you feel easier to justify, like, oh, it's like a color variant, so might as well just try it out, and I'll be able to match more keycaps or have a different look for it or whatever. Not to mention, they're also like white and black, which tends to end up being very specific as for the look. Like, I personally don't really like, for example, putting black keycaps on white keyboards, and similarly white keycaps on black keyboards. I personally think the contrast is just too much. But yeah. And then, like, by like white or black, I really mean just like pure white or pure black kind of sets, you know, like very dark sets on very bright keyboards and otherwise. just too much. Need to lube 100 SP star melons. Nice. Good luck. I only have one Pro Hybrid Touch by Diego. Oh, that's right. You did tell me about the... That's the Pro Hybrid that I modded for, Who did I mod that for? Gary? I don't remember. I think it was Gary's. Yeah. What about beige on silver? Silver's fine. Beige on silver is pretty okay because the beige cap sets, the alpha colors is like a cream off-white. That's okay because that's similar in tone. Like at least it's like it's like a brighter set with a brighter keyboard. So that's cool. I like beige on silver. That looks nice. Also beige. Another thing about beige / cream sets is that they're like natural colors. Tends to go well with a lot of different things. Like it's neutral and natural colors. So yeah, it's very flexible. But like a snow white, right, or like a pitch black, they're not very natural colors per se. They do look kind of unnatural if you put them against something with like very high contrast. Gray silver keyboard is the best basic bitch, not black or white. Yeah, I do agree. Anyway, Zaid says, what do you think of the FC660C though? Do you think it's worth trying? Absolutely, yeah. I think you should get a FC660C if the layout's for you. I mean, Topre you should pick based on the layout, to be honest. Number one thing you should do for Topre choices, I think it's a layout first. Your layout should be the priority because there's no way for you to change the layout unless you buy a different board, right? At least, and also, I mean, at least now they're programmable. Like there's Hasu controllers and like other people have developed other controllers, right? But for a while it wasn't. And for some people, like having arrow keys or not having arrow keys is you know, is a deal breaker. So yeah. Good balance between a real force decal and HKB, so I might have to try it. Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, do try it. I mean, it's definitely similar to the real force because it also has a metallic plate. The HKB is only unique in the sense that the layout's different. Like the 60%, it's not just like a classic 60 poker style. It's like, you know, HKB, it's its own layout, right? And then the plastic case being the plate itself is also unique about it. It's like an all plastic experience, basically. So that's different. That's unique about the HKB. Not everyone can get used to the HKB though. That's just the way it goes. Some people just can't stand the HKB layout. Like it's just not for them. Which I understand. Like muscle memory is very variable with people. Like some people just have a hard time getting used to new things, or like the amount of work that they do specifically with specific shortcuts and keybinds just doesn't happen to work out for them. But I mean, like I'm sure that if you just ask them to just type a paragraph of something, they'll be doing fine. It's more so using keybinds and shortcuts that always ends up being the most challenging part for anybody trying to get used to like an HKB for the first time. For what it's worth, I also used to tend to make a lot of mistakes with it, so I could never get used to HKB arrows for some reason. Yeah, for example. That I understand. Some people are like that, and some people also use like WAZ or IJKL or even Vim arrows instead. So yeah. I worried about the HKB layout at first, but learned to enjoy it real fast. Yeah. I actually took a little while to get used to it. It took me like probably took me like a month or two for me to really get used to it, and once I did, it was pretty much difficult to forget about it, like to forget how to use the arrows or like the caps control. Like I pretty much started mapping caps control on every single keyboard of mine, and I still do, right? Even if it's step caps lock or regular caps lock, doesn't matter. I just map caps control in every single board. Even if I end up having what 1, 2, 3 control keys, I don't care. Like it's fine because I always only use this one. So yeah. Is poker the first anti-60% model that a lot of customs were modeled after? No, it would be the poker. The first poker would be the first 60% that was modeled after. Poker 3 was pretty late in the game in the sense that there was a poker 2 and a poker 1 before that. So yeah, but yeah, it was the original IKBC poker that a lot of 60% were modeled after. Yeah. Initially, so like the Duck Mini V1 or the Duck Poker was basically the first case for the Poker 1 that was CNC aluminum and in the custom mechanical keyboard scene in Korea. Before that, there weren't any cases, really. Specifically that 6 tray, like that 6-point tray, right? The 6 screws, like in like here, 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 and here, or something like that. Does the poker still exist? Yeah, I mean, they produced tens of thousands of units. So yeah, most likely. Rise F, hello. Welcome. Much harder to find a Poker 2 or a Poker 1 now than Poker 3 just because of, you know, people throw them in the garbage. So, yeah. Just like vintage, right? It's like same thing. A lot of keyboards have been destroyed rather than recycled. Gotta love how the Keycult PCB looks. Yeah, it's pretty nice look for sure. All of the welded PCBs are lookers, and they also function very well. So nothing to complain about there. Too bad people don't call 60% poker layout now. Yeah, that's true. People used to just call it the poker layout all the time. You should get an old antique Underwood or vintage Royal typewriter and display as a keepsake to remind you of the old days. I actually do want to have a typewriter at some point. I actually do really like typewriters. I mean, I used to before I joined the hobby, I was friends with a few people who were into like restoring typewriters. So they would get like the IBM wheel writers or like other like Corona or like other brands, right? Yeah, they would just work on typewriter restorations and stuff like that, and I thought that was pretty cool. They're different. There's a completely different kind of scene though, because the mechanism is completely different. But yeah, typewriters are very cool. Typewriters are actually also very handy because you're basically printing right away, you know? Like you're printing right on paper right away. So it can be actually an extremely useful tool for the office in very specific like for very specific applications. Like, yeah, that's why they have them at like doctors' offices and stuff, right? Unicorn poker layout? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess people would be like, what is a poker layout? That's what a lot of people would be saying, I guess. I remember when RMK was flooded with Poker 2s? Yeah. Same. Are we justifying typewriters? I would justify typewriters anytime. I don't know why you wouldn't justify typewriters if you're into keyboards. Makes no sense. I mean, they are bulky and they're old, sure, and their mechanisms are not necessarily the most polished, but they're still basically the like a, you know, like a branch of typing essentially. What happened to all the Ant Pros? They're still out there for sure. They're still all out there. I haven't seen poker much, but I still see GH60. That's because GH60 was the GH60 was the PCB that was made for the poker layout, and then it was the GH60 because the GH60 was open source at one point. People used the GH60 footprint and PCB design to make all of those PCBs that you find like on AliExpress or whatever, you know. So that's how G60 became mainstream per se. Typewriter, no delete button. Just type in repeatedly the correct letter. Yeah, exactly. People too used to having Control Z to undo things. It's kind of like, this is like the debate I have about like when we're talking about artisans, right? The difference between 3D printed artisans and handmade, hand sculpted and resin cast artisans is that there is no Control Z in hand sculpted and resin cast artisans. 3D design does, however. If you fuck up some feature, you can just Control Z and redo it. When you're sculpting by hand, not quite. And typewriters are just like that. I mean, there is like the basically like the white tape kind of version of typewriters where you basically you're basically applying a piece of like tape on the paper and then writing over that to basically erase and retype. But and then there's also the, I mean, like Herb said, that basically you're just typing the correct letter repeatedly over the incorrect one. Control Z until Fusion freeze and frigs, yeah. Ampros died out with the Fortnite craze, is that right? I remember they're so big. What if you have giant solar flare and all our keyboards are useless, then the typewriter would be useful to own? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, any printing form would be useful to have, any printed form of communication at that point. Printed form where it wouldn't depend on, yeah, like electromagnetic waves, right? If that's what Avo is actually implying, then yeah. Also, let's see. Avo, also, thank you so much for the sub. For the resub. You use whiteout. So the thing about whiteout also, you know, the problem with whiteout is that you need to take out the paper to put whiteout on it. When it's in the reel for the typewriter, like it's just a hassle basically. And also when you put it back onto the typewriter, like the roll, it's hard to align it perfectly again. Yeah. Now people will get high off whiteout again. Oh man, that's yeah, I remember. I don't know about you guys, but I was not allowed to use pens in school until I was like in middle school. I think I used pencils all through elementary. Do y'all have Blanco in the US, or do you just call it whiteout? I think, what's the most popular brand for whiteout? Liquid paper, probably. Right? Liquid paper, I think, is the most popular whiteout brand. Branded whiteout, brand. Bic? Bic? Yeah, Bic stuff, yeah, for sure. Like the Bic pens and all the Bic products, yeah. Or is whiteout the brand? As a brand name? I thought whiteout was a brand name? Okay, I see. Yeah, my bad. I don't know actually, because I lived in Mexico. So I'm actually not too sure what the names were here in the US. My first exposure to a lot of American products was like way later, so yeah. Did too much math in high school, can't get using to pens. Yeah, I know, yeah, exactly. I can't do math with pens because a lot of erasing and stuff is needed. So I prefer doing with like a pencil or like a mechanical pencil. I use pencils throughout elementary. Yeah, right on. Me too. I actually really prefer using pencil for that kind of stuff. Oh, come on. You must hate yourself if you use pen in math. Yeah. Do agree. Pegion asks, hi Diego, unrelated question. But do you know why top mount is so much more popular than bottom mount? Theoretically, they would sound and feel basically the same, no? No. Theoretically, they would not feel the same. Yeah, no. Technically, no. It should be similar though, but I would say technically it doesn't feel the same. Because so in bottom mount, when you push against the plate, like when you're typing, right? You're also pushing on the case, on the bottom case, right? And basically you're getting, it's all about pushing and the normal force, right? You know, like Newton's third law. You technically experience that with top mount too, but with top mount you're only getting that from that bolt that's attaching your, the plate and the bolt that's attaching your plate to the top piece, versus for bottom mount you're getting it from the case. And I think it's more so that the point of attachment on top mount is just that, versus in bottom mount you get the whole case, and the screws, the bolts are just there to kind of keep it in place from it not moving. Yeah, and yeah, the force applied to the place is just different. Yeah, so it's not gonna feel the same. It's gonna be similar if you maybe like consider small forces, but I think as you apply more force, it actually differs. Do people still use band-aids in their stabilizer? Some people do, yeah. Some people do. Alright, also saying hello. Bushibo says, hey Diego, just a quick question. Do you think a gray or black board would match GMK Modern Doge more? I personally would go for a gray board, but black goes fine too with GMK Modern Doge, because GMK Modern Doge, actually no. I would say gray. Because GMK Modern Doge's modifiers are a bit lighter than regular Doge. So I would go with gray for Moto for sure. Yeah, I'll go with a cool gray to also match the theme. Pens are much messier, especially if you make a lot of mistakes. Yeah. Pens for math are fine, just make 0 mistakes. Oh, okay, buddy. You ever do a crossword using a pen? Oh yeah. Like Sudoku or crossword using a pen is ugh. Practicing handwriting with the pen is a very different feeling from a pencil too. So there's that. Pretty sure so yes, Avo is correct. When I was in middle school, all of our, like, you could do your scratch paperwork, or you could do all of your, operations, whatever. You could do all your busy work with a pencil, but you had to write all the important proofs or like steps in pen, because of that. The whole like you couldn't erase thing, because it's just a lot more annoying to erase anything with a pen, rather. Sorry. So yeah, I remember having to have both pen and pencil for like middle school math exams and stuff like that, because it was required for me to do things in pen for the actual answer write up, but any scratch paperwork could be done in pencil. Some stabs come with a band-aid mod included. Yeah, true. I like the friction of a pencil. Same. I like the feeling of the pencil tip on paper. High-end mechanical pencils. I really like mechanical pencils too. Yeah. Fountain pens are very nice if you can tune them properly. I don't know too much about fountain pens. I know there's people into nice fountain pens and whatnot. I personally don't know too much about it. I only have a Lamy, and that's it. And I think I have a small, like a Pilot, but yeah. But that's all I use. for like for fountain pens. Like that's all I have used rather. I've like maybe tried like a Mont Blanc kind of thing at a, you know, store, but yeah, that's it. Don't really know too much about it though, so don't even ask me. Addicted to collecting mechanical pencils too. You know what I used to collect when I was like in elementary school? What are they called? They're the pencils that had like colored, like different colored pens rather, and they had like little sparkly stuff in it. Jelly roll pens? Those were cool, and I used to collect a lot of those. Kurotoga is goated, huh? Also, Dax Z asks, how is everything going? Wanted to ask you if you recommend me any switches. I don't really like tactile, only clicking linear. Kale box whites are good. JWicks yellows, pretty good. JWicks blacks also good. Alpacas I would recommend. Gateron ink switches I would recommend. Any Gateron like Milky Top, like Gateron Cap or Gateron Pro, Gateron X, Gateron regular Gateron switches with Milky Top like Gat yellows, also pretty good. MX blacks, if they're smooth, are good. Yeah, I guess those are good for now. And then you have like long pole switches. Some people recommend like reds or epsilons. What else? I mean, there's like Duroc palms, like the ones I have in this board. People recommend cobalt palms, and Duroc palms are extremely popular, especially in Asia, I think. Question: do you prefer centered USB cables or corner? I personally prefer. It's a mix, actually. Depends on the layout for me. But yeah. Let's see. Drafting pencil's kind of dope. Yep. Why has everyone switched to center cables? I hate it. Yeah, I guess there's definitely been a trend for center USB, right? Sorry, I'm like catching up with chat. One Drunkman says rotring enjoyers. Rotring, you mean for the mechanical pencil, right? So one time I got a rotring mechanical pencil and I accidentally blunted the tip, and you know, like they have that sharp tip. Once you blunt it, it's GG. It's basically broken, gone. Like I accidentally think I dropped it or whatever. The tip bent or whatever. It was GG. That's it. I was so mad about it. I was like, I just wasted like tens of dollars. Just like that. Anyway, people used to collect and trade those pens. Yeah. Ballpoint pen grows. Gel good. What are you doing right now? I'm currently lubing stabilizers. 90 Cent Dreams. I'm so confused as to what is happening. He's designing, coloring a keyboard. I'm not designing a keyboard. I am just building a keyboard. Matt Cereal Spiller. When lubing, how do you know if you've put too much? Certain things, like for switches, you'll know right away. You know when it's too much lube, when it feels sluggish. Like too sluggish that you don't like it is a bad thing for lubing switches. For stabilizers, it's kind of the same thing, but stabilizers tend to be a lot more forgiving when you apply like more lube than, let's say, like whatever you consider your usual. So I would say stabilizers tends to be a lot more forgiving for that, but for switches it's pretty simple to be able to tell what's overlubed and what's not. You can buy extra tips though, but okay, now I know that you can buy extra tips for the rotating things, but also I don't know, I think mine was like actually bent, so I couldn't even remove it. Anyway, pain. Off-centered USB is the only USB that belongs in a TKL. I do agree that I like off-centered USB on a TKL. Like basically the space between F12 and print screen on a TKL for the USB port is nice. IMO. But I do prefer centered for I think centered for 60% is pretty good. Where do you get those little trays that hold tiny screws? CVPlanet.com, exclamation sponsors to check out the affiliate link, and you can also get a small discount. Although I think currently they're out of stock, so you'll have to wait until they're back. CVB just moved to California, so they're just waiting for their new stock to come in, and they're kind of getting settled and whatnot. So you can also join their Discord and whatnot to check updates. But basically, they're waiting for the restock soon. When's the Diego board I'll buy? Probably never. I'm too lazy to learn how to CAD. I don't know how to CAD. People say I should also learn how to edit videos. I don't know how to edit videos. So there's a lot of things I need to learn I haven't done. I probably should also learn how to make PCBs. I told myself when I joined the community that I was gonna do PCBs because I have a background in EE, but I never did it because I remember when I took VLSI, I hated it so much. I actually dropped from the class. Absolutely hated circuits. And then so I just decided to do like solid state and devices related stuff. Do you major in EE? Yeah, I double major in EE and physics. We do a little Kirchhoff laws? Yeah, for sure. Well, good old KVL KCL. Non-centered throws off my desk? What? How? Center TKL super cringe. I don't think it's cringe, but it's just definitely, it looks a little weird because the layout itself is not like symmetric in that regard. There's two completely differently sized clusters. Just have Poner design you a board easy? True, I would actually just pay Poner to design the board for me. Not gonna lie. Why would I even do it myself when I can just ask a friend and someone who has done it a lot more than I have and probably can fix all the problems I would ever have if I ever did it myself. But then I would have to learn CAD. Fake it till you make it? Yeah, true. Isn't that basically my life right now? Keck, wait. An EE that doesn't have a multimeter? I do have a multimeter. I have a nice Fluke multimeter. Do you want to see my multimeter? It's very nice. I have like a really nice multimeter. Yeah, I have the nice one. It's really sick. I love it. I tend to not like to skimp on instruments, measuring instruments. Like when I got calipers, I directly went to get a Mitutoyo. When I got a multimeter, I directly went to get a Fluke. Like measuring instruments are not worth skimping on. Like it's just not worth it at all. Because you know, like precision and accuracy are just so important. Don't tell me it's a Fluke 87. No, it's not a Fluke 87. Actually, it's on my exclamation gear command, I think, but it's not a Fluke 87. Mitutoyo the best? Yeah, it's so nice. Buy the good stuff when getting precise tools. Yeah, it's just worth it. Totally worth it. How about typing instruments? I also seemingly have not skimped on those either over time, because over time I have kept getting more and more typing instruments. So I have seemingly not not gone any further I guess like simpler on those. Weeha screwdrivers make my brain go burr. They're so nice. Yeah, Weeha and Wera screwdrivers are so good. They make awesome tools. still want to get the snap-on ratcheting one, $100 though. Oh, yeah. Those are cool, but do you really have a need for that much, like for the snap-on ratchet one? Because that's like good if you need to apply a lot of torque, like the ratcheting ones. But you don't really need that much, do you? It's sick? I mean, yeah, true. Do you need it? Probably not, but is it sick? Yes, so you should get it. So just do it, dude. Full send, easy peasy. Hey, Mr. Body Massage, what's up? How's it going? Do you know how many keyboards you've made since you joined the community? I don't have an exact number off the top of my head. JM Yast, but I've probably built like, I think my last estimate that I provide someone was like somewhere around like 500-600. So yeah, I mean it's definitely not 1,000. So I would say like in the high 3 digits. It's probably the best estimate, just to kind of ballpark, or even let's just say 500 to underestimate it, because I don't want to. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. This one isn't really for torque? Oh, I see. It looks nice though. Ah, that's clean. That looks so good though. You see the funky one Tay unboxed? Wait, what? Unbox what? I do not know what you are talking about, so money go bye-bye though. Yeah. Buy once, cry once? Actually, buy once, cry once is true. Why would you bother buying something cheaper or less good if you can just buy it once and forget for the rest of time? You know? Yeah, buy once, cry once, for sure. Buy once, cry for 2 generations? See, that's what we said about keyboards. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that, Quappa. That was a while back, wasn't it? Was it a subathon? I actually don't remember when he did that, but I remember seeing it on some stream. It was a while back now. Probably 6 months plus? Yeah, something like that. It was a while back for sure. I'm terrible and always get annoyed with buying low tier stuff and always end up upgrading anyway. Yeah, that's what ends up happening at the end of the day. I tend to be complacent in some ways. Like I can definitely be complacent in some of the low tier stuff if I just don't have as much use for it. Like there are specific things that I just don't have that much use for, so I'm okay with something in the middle. But if it's something that I know I'm gonna be using more, then I don't know. Maybe let's say a few times a month at least, or you know, something that needs to last for a while, then yeah, like I definitely want to get something that's going to last for a while and it won't have any issues until yeah, maybe the next upgrade comes, or maybe a tool that replaces that comes around. Oh gosh, bending these pins. Rukia wants cry forever. Jeez. That's just mean. Always the boat. CRP R4 still in boat. You know, for a lot of people for now. I think. Pretty sure. CRP R4 is still on boat for a lot of people. At least that one's coming though. It's just who knows where the hell it is, but yeah. Everyone on the Syrup Labs group buy? No, it's not just Syrup Labs, it's like everybody else too. Pretty much other than Drop, it's everybody else. Drop was the only company that that basically flew their sets. Don't get me started on CRPL explode. Wait, why? Why is this such a triggering thing for you? It's not even that bad. What's so bad about it? It's just pretty typical delays IMO. This set has been delayed 5 months? Oh, poor you. 5 months. I am going to cry for you. I am so saddened. I don't buy a GMK. It's not even GMK. It's not even about GMK. 5 months? I feel like I've seen so many other buys that 5 months is still rookie numbers. Let me play a song on the world's smallest violin. Yeah, can you someone please invite a Mr. Krabs over here? He'll bring the world's smallest violin. Oh my gosh. All plastic menus shitting themselves? For sure, for sure. For sure. It's definitely a tough industry. I mean, look at the price of oil now. And gas and whatnot. It's crazy. It's insane. I cry in Gasket? Yeah. Same. Is this properly placed? Oh, let's see. Maybe I'll grab the switch fork for this. It's just not staying in place. Right there. Okay, good. Didn't Gasket ship? Not all of them, not yet, no. There's still a bunch, still haven't shipped. But it has at least started shipping, yeah. But it's always CRP, so same thing, same, right? Winston told me my board goes out this week. Oh, nice. I hope you get it soon, Funzy. Keyboard hobby is mega slow. Embrace the slow. Yeah, it's not, it's honestly like, it's manufacturing is just like this right now, everywhere. I've taken a look at other hobbies. Same thing. Same thing. I actually got a oh, you know, I got something on Kickstarter a while back. It was basically like a Nixie clock look-alike, which I mean they still use like Nixie tube styles, but they're like programmable or whatever. And it was called like NextTube or Nixie Tube, or I forget what it was called. But anyway, I got like a Nixie clock, right, from Kickstarter. That one got delayed like a bunch too, and it's the same. Honestly, right now, like delays for anything being manufactured is like months. Yeah, months on months probably. Like I'm not at all surprised. It's not even just the keyboard hobby at this point. He DM me, I believe him. Oh, if he DM me, that's great. That's awesome. I mean, that means he's probably working on it then. That's good. That's something. Cool. Hey, what's up, Mr. Poggers, man? What's up, John? Been a while, dude. How are you doing? Been a while since I've seen you over here, I think. I was just thinking that there's no point on getting Gat Ink Black having JWicks yellows, am I right? I mean, I think they might sound different, according to people. So it all depends on whether you like one or the other, or if you like the look of the black ones, then, you know, go for the black ones instead. You back a lot on Kickstarter? No. Maybe that was like my second thing I've ever gotten on Kickstarter. Oh no, wait, maybe third. I think the other two things I've previously gotten on Kickstarter, I've gotten like the Roost stand when they first came on Kickstarter. They already have like an actual company, right? Like they're the ones who make like stands for like MacBooks and like other things. I bought like the Roost stand through Kickstarter, and then that was like really long time ago. Like that was like when I was still back in school, like in college. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I don't remember. And then something else I don't remember what I backed for, but it also arrived. That was fine. I think it might have been like a backpack kind of thing. But yeah, no, I don't really use Kickstarter much. I think for the most part, it's why would I sign up being an alpha tester, basically? Just wait for later. I got scammed once and I'm done. Yeah, I think if I were scammed once too, like the first time I'm using Kickstarter, I would have been done too. But I haven't had bad experiences yet, so I just tread carefully and rarely go on the platform. Yeah. I got a very good light meter for photography. Oh, interesting. I have not had an actual light meter since I was doing film. Actually, I haven't done any like film stuff in a long time. Any opinions on the Dolores from current keyboards? I have no idea what it is. Can you show me? Or can someone link it or something? Because I have no clue what it is. Or at least for now, I'm not very sure. Just from you mentioning it. Anyway, Fonzie says, he actually DM'd me to tell me that the rest of the black PCBs are broken, that get different color. Oh, okay. Great. That's really unfortunate. It looks like there is a lot of problems there. There are a lot of problems. I mean, for sure, we know that for sure, but for things to just be broken, I mean, guess the man you chosen was not good. I don't know what happened there, so I'm not even gonna bother probing into it. If you get something great, you know. 99% of Kickstarter products are memes. Yeah, they're kind of just like alpha. They're just asking you to become an alpha tester of it. That's all. It really is literally just to kickstart some random idea, and if it succeeds, well, great. But yeah, it's a shot in the dark for a lot, for most rather. Isn't there a delay in Keycult commissions? Yeah. There has been, yeah, because of anodizing and stuff. I believe they've made a series of announcements in the past month or so about the status of commissions and whatnot. How do you like 21 KB versus CRP? I don't own a 21 KB set, but if let's say if I were to at least gauge from like the nice PBT sets, for example, which allegedly use the same blank from the V1 21 KB stuff, I mean, they're pretty good. They're really good. The quality of the blanks is pretty good. I think, like, for example, the die subbing, I don't know because I haven't seen it in person. So can't tell you much about it. I heard that CRP die sub is better, but 21 KB it is cheaper, I think. So, but it's still pretty crisp. So yeah, I mean, I think overall 21 KB stuff is pretty good. I personally I'm definitely a sucker for CRP because CRP's like die subbing is really impeccable for the most part. And I personally haven't had issues with CRP aside from the first round. Then the very first round, which was quite some time ago. But that said, that one just had issues because some of the keycaps were like a little bit crooked or like slightly, but it was like, yeah, you would just have to look very closely. But I still like use some of those sets, and it's okay. Honestly, I'm not as picky as you might think, so I didn't get too bothered by it. But yeah, I'm definitely a sucker for CRP because I've just used them for a while and I have enjoyed like the different rounds anyway. It's hard for me to say no to CRP because I just know that they do pretty good quality products. But 21 KB, I've yet to like see them in person and like basically just have to use them in person for a while. I can send you a set of 21 KB that I don't use if I want to take a look. I actually will have some sets coming in, John. I actually had a separate order placed, but it's just been delayed a little. But I should be having some 21 KB sets coming in soonish. Soon TM. Kiwi Fruitbird, hello. It's going all right. How are you? Which ones do you get? I don't remember. I got the multi-legend Chinese one. I got, I think, ANSI Cadet with the black legends. God, I don't remember. And I think I might have gotten Thai. And something else. Doing alright myself, that's good. Good to hear. I think Ryan said it was second to OG Dice for him for cap quality. That's good. Yeah, so pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like if someone says that, like if Nathan or like Ryan said that, like it just means there's not much to complain about it, basically. You know? Like, it's like yeah, I'm okay paying this price. There's not much to say, like to complain about it. Not much bad things to say. So as long as that's the case for me, I'm okay with. Because I mean, there's always something to say, but if it's nothing like it's not a big deal, then whatever. I don't expect perfection for the money I'm paying, pretty much. It's just, I feel like you're just setting yourself up for disappointment when you expect things to be perfect. So, yeah. For availability too, yeah, also right. Like try to get some OG dice subs these days. You can't really, not at a price that's low enough. Really, it's very expensive for the most part. Yeah, there's frequent restocks for them too, if I recall. So that's also pretty nice. mean, I see those emails. I'm on the mailing list too, so I see the emails too. So yeah, there seem to be pretty frequent restocks and whatever, which is good. So I feel like it's hard to feel like you might have missed out just because you didn't order it the first time. Just wait a little, and you'll probably get a chance to get another set later. Dude, Jinshi! Whoa, wait, is that? I haven't seen that name in a while. What's up? How's it going? Long time no see, seriously. It's been a while. How are you? Yeah, what's up? How's life? Been wanting to ask, when you last went to Jeju Noodle Bar, did you have to make a reservation? I wasn't the one booking it, so no, but pretty sure you should be making a reservation, yeah. Although, I think it depends on your party size. Also, if I recall correctly, if you go with a party of 6 or more, there's a minimum spending required. I think it's like minimum $100 per person or something like that for Jeju Noodle Bar. If you have, and then you have to pay gratuity. Friend in town wants to try it. I mean, you should go. Just make a reservation. I'm not sure. I mean, it just depends on the party size. Worth TBH? I thought it was worth it too. It was really good. But that said, I definitely feel like some people just feel differently about food. Like everyone just feels different about spending for food. I personally go for the experience, and the food itself is also pretty good, so I leave satisfied. But I know that some people are pretty picky about how they spend their money on food. So. Yeah, but for me, I really go for the company, and if the food's like decent to good, it's all good. It's fine. Yeah. It's just a meal. Like, if you didn't like it, you won't go again, and that's it, you know? It could be worse. At least you ate, and, you know, it was alright. Might have not been perfect, but it was alright, you know? So. How you been lately? Been safe, I assume? Yeah, safe for sure. Definitely safe. Like no real issues. Like, I mean, I know that there's been issues of violence all over the country, and obviously, like, you know, there was that whole like Brooklyn thing, and yeah, I mean, there's always issues like this out there, but no, I've been safe. It's all good. Work's been slow, I would say. For me, work is like, you know, school. I don't take classes, but, you know, doing research, doing like lab work, or, you know, just work coding, you know, pretty much like any other, like all other people who are just working and stuff. But it's been okay, but it's kind of slow. Yeah, it's going though. So I'm doing all right, I'd say. It's like, yeah, just all right. Not too good, not too bad. No complaints, I guess. It's like, yeah. Life goes on. Since it was like graduation season this year, I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize that so many of my friends and peers from before, like, they're getting advanced degrees, and like a lot of people who came out of, like, you know, who just graduated like law school or like public health or like or like dentist school, or like med school, or master's degrees like MBAs, or a lot of people also got engaged or married. I mean, I guess I'm at that age too, where like a lot of my friends and people that I know are getting married. So seeing a lot of that news, especially around this time of the year now. It's interesting. Diego safe? Sussy? You look good with a lab coat. I actually never wear a lab coat. I don't have a reason to wear a lab coat because none of the work I do is like wet lab stuff, so don't really require lab coats. But wait, Eric's a safe? New York City not safe. Was walking down the street and across the street an air conditioner fell from a building. Like a window unit? Dude, that is scary as fuck. Oh my god. Gosh, it's been so long. Don't remember the last time I stopped by a stream. I think you were building a board with JMK Hamon. That must have been a while back. But I mean, I built a few boards with JMK Hamon now, so... or at least, I put JMK Hamon on a few boards now, so it's kind of hard to know when. But yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I could actually check when you were last here. It's like technically would show up on the dashboard, but you know. Yeah, dude, good to see you. It's really nice to see familiar names and faces here in the chat. Yeah, let's see. You were last here. Oh my gosh, dude. You were last here a year ago. You were last here a year ago, and you were saying that you once trained with Anthony Lee to do a workshop. Damn. A year. Been a while. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you were here last summer. So what's been the whole year? Goodness. Alright, let's just now that the keys are up, let's just test the stabs one more time. It's been a year, yeah. Time flies, right? It's insane. Okay, sounds pretty good. Like I went to get milk. Yeah, serious. Okay. Here's the side kind of not fully placed. Okay. It's been a year, oh my god, I know. Shit's whack. Oh, okay. I think this wire is not. It's a little wonky. Can't tell. Let me check. Didn't realize it was a year. So it goes. So it goes, my friend. Okay. Alrighty, we good. Let's get soldering. I don't even know why I did that. I'm just baffled. Well, I mean, it means maybe outside of keyboards and stuff, you've been having a good time, you know? It probably just means that you've been focused on all the other things that you gotta do, so, you know, no time for keyboards these days. Don't have a TKL right now, but a friend of mine who is 15 just designed one. Super excited. Wow. They must have a lot of time, and that's good for them to learn something like that. That's cool. Hope it goes well for them. It's far ahead of his years. Not a bad thing. Yeah, not a bad thing at all. I haven't been hobbying in a while. I mean, I don't blame you. Also, to be honest, it's not like you're actually missing out on stuff, in the sense that, like, there's always something. If you really want to get back into it, it's very easy. You know, there's just so many things all the time happening, so that it would just, you know, you would just resume right where you were before. Slowly coming back? Do you have a reason to? You have got new boards you wanted to check out or something? Alright, let's solder. Alright, I have a little piece of solder here that I think I just had set aside, but I'm just gonna use it up. Doing research on this stuff I missed out on? I mean, I feel like, I mean, you've been around the scene before, so, right? I feel like the best way to kind of get resumed, or like, you know, kind of just know what's out there, is to know what you're looking first. Like, know what you're looking for in the first place, so like what layout, you know, that kind of stuff. In terms of like switches, for example, it's pretty much been just different colors, right? A lot of that. I mean, compared to last year, yeah, it's really that. I mean, sets, I feel like a lot of vendors have kind of slowed down a lot on GMK set group buys, but they still happen. Yeah, there's a few maybe new keycap manufacturers, but I mean, people still buy like a lot of the same stuff. There's just more options, I guess. People trying to do more in-stock sales, things like that, so it's more like readily available. But I mean, yeah, still there's quite a few group buys and all that kind of stuff, right? I missed my Vega. How much are they going for? Maybe a snack one? Oh, I have no idea what the Vegas are going for. I think it's like still like 550, 650. Gotta head back to work. It was so good seeing you again. Yeah, dude, it was great to see you. Take it easy. Would rather spend on plastic? That said, there's always other boards to buy, so yeah. If you're gonna spend on the aftermarket and you're not feeling hot about it, then might as well just get the next group buy thing that you might like more, or might like as much. Not like there's no options just like it, you know? These days especially. What is said on the board up top? It's GMK Eclipse from Tom Berry ran it through Drop, I believe, years back. GMK Eclipse. Peach Blossom R2 though. That'll be a while. It's a cute set though. I would say the Peach Blossom one is not necessarily for me, like they all pink. But it is cute. Space Kid has sub legends and text mods? Yeah, different for sure. Alright folks, don't forget to check out the different sponsors and affiliates for the channel. You can do exclamation sponsors, check out all the links, and they're also in the panels down below. Check them out, check them out. If you need any coupons or discount codes, the ones that are available are listed. If there's no code that you can see down there, then there's no code. And if you see any kind of like suffixes that end with lightning or something like that, just make sure to click on that link if you're purchasing anything from those stores, and you can support the channel with a small kickback and no additional cost to you. And if you have any specific questions about what products are available or what products, like where you might want to get a specific thing, just ask away. Oh, JD hug. Okay, I'll do it. Give me just a few minutes to finish up soldering. It'll be done soon. Just so I don't have to like stop this and then leave the iron hot for a while. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see. Do I have anything announced? Anything to announce right now? Well. I think the only thing I have to announce is that I might be streaming maybe one more time this week, sometime in the middle of the week. Might be let's see what day actually. Let's see, and then I'm gonna be away for a bit, just because I'm just busy with some work things and whatnot. I'm also gonna be away for a little bit, but basically next week I won't be here, like as in like I won't be streaming specifically. So yeah, you won't see me stream basically this weekend through next week, but I should be streaming one more build sometime this week, and then yeah, I'll be gone for a little bit. Just a week, really. Have you found Durox staff are nutritiously rattly? Notoriously rattly. Not too much. No. I feel like if you know how to loop stabs properly, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So no, I'll say no. Like, they're maybe a bit less forgiving than TX or Stabies, but they're pretty much the same to me, at least, versus everything else. Lots of builds queued up. I would say not too many. I mean, there's always about maybe like a handful of builds queued up. It sometimes goes up, sometimes goes down. I would say right now, not as many. But it always goes up and down in like bursts, I guess. Like sometimes it's just less busy, and then there's this 1 week when people are like, oh hey, I'm like about to send this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, sure. So sometimes it just gets busy like quickly like that. It just depends, yeah. I'll say there's always something to do, but it always fluctuates. I also try to keep myself on top of the build queue so it doesn't get too backed up. Yeah. Recent favorite build. Ooh, recent favorite build. Recent favorite. Let me see what I built just recently. I really like the Moon Tower, to be honest. It was pretty fun. The Sonnet was actually pretty nice too, recently. I thought it looked pretty clean. I mean, aside from the fact that the bottom piece was like really hard to get off, but that was just because it was the prototype thing. Other than that, it was fine though. Thought that was a fun build. The Babylon was also pretty fun. Also, we had a lot of viewers that time, and it was like very exhilarating, very fun. Oh, actually, I saw that Miss Stray Chroma earlier today had like 12-13K viewers. Pretty crazy. Because of the front page event for API streamers. Miss Courtney Stray Chroma had a bunch of viewers earlier this afternoon. I saw. The Heavy Grail we did a while back was also good. I actually enjoyed it because I thought it was a cool board, like for Topre, like a cool enclosure for Topre. I actually just didn't really have like high expectations, and it turned out to be pretty nice. Yeah, that's some of the more recent stuff, right? I mean, there's obviously exciting things like the Practice IM, which obviously they're going to be in stock soon once they arrive to the Keyboard Treehouse folks over in Australia. So I believe they're dropping like 1,000 units for sale, and there's going to be like 2 different colors, so blue and purple, and you'll get to actually, you know, a lot of people are going to have a chance, and it's a really good deal for the price IMO. So, but I thought the Praxis IM was really nice, like for the price, for all that it offers. I mean, layouts obviously something that you probably know now, and yeah, I thought it was a really good deal. Front page builds too, yeah. I mean, last week, last week, Miss Shin Wong, Patty, she was on the front page a lot. This week, Courtney Stray Chroma has been on the front page, so I assume she'll be streaming often to kind of take advantage of the coverage. But yeah, it's nice to see fellow keyboard streamers like kind of pop off and, you know, do well, and, you know, kind of being able to take advantage of this kind of opportunity. I think it's really nice that they can, and that all of us are. It's just good to see fellow, you know, friends and other folks like get out there and kind of spread the word on keyboards and how cool they are and all that. It's fun. It's been fun this past month with this event, with the API Heritage Month event. Alright, that's done. So let's test it first. So grab our daughter board here and test it before we put it into the case. And before we put it into the case, we also have to put the gaskets on anyway, so gonna have to do that too. Well, I heard the Windows sound, so that's already good. And now let's just test it out. Alright, everything works. Pretty cool. You see the ceramic keycaps from Mode? Was that from Mode? I didn't think it was from Mode. I thought it was from some Kickstarter or whatever. Was it Mode? Yeah, I thought it was some Kickstarter called like Syracuse. Yeah, something like that. Some like independent company like in Hong Kong, I don't remember. Yeah, I saw the ceramic keycaps thing. Personally, I'm not interested. Because I don't think I'll like the sound of ceramic keycaps. Like they would sound like porcelain, like clay. So I don't think I'll like that like clinky sort of sound they would have. There's that, and also the fact that if it's actually ceramic or similar in material, like glass ceramic or whatever, it's another thing that would bother me would be that the surface texture would be like glaze. So it would be smooth, and I think it would be like a very like weird kind of slick, smooth sort of texture that I don't think I'll enjoy. So I personally don't have much interest with it, in it. But yeah. Yeah, kind of reminiscent of PPS. Yeah, the ones that were on like the Korean store back in the day. All right, I'm gonna go just really quickly, just wash my hands and stuff. Just have a bunch of like the 205 from earlier, and then yeah, I'll BRB. And then has anyone redeemed a key set yet? No, right? No one has redeemed a key set, so if you have any ideas for a key set, you can feel free to do that. If not, we'll see what we put on. BRB. Okay, hi back. Hi back. What's up? What's good? Any keys or requests for a poll besides beige? Blue alert? That's not beige, surely. Hyperfuse? Which Hyperfuse? Origins? Or R2? I have both. HFO? Okay. Hyperfused. Alright. I can get Hyperfuse. I think it's on my K right now. So I just need to get that and the rest of the set. Alright, let's open this up. Oh wait, beige, also beige. Oh my gosh. Also, any blue alert rerun avail? Yeah, I've actually asked a few people about that. I know there was somebody who already had a lot of things planned for that, but I think there's been some conflicts of interest in between. So I'm actually not sure if it's gonna run or not. Yeah, I might look into it actually, like myself, because I do think it would be cool to have a blue alert rerun. I think it would be pretty nice. But that said, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that didn't come off there. Yeah, I guess now that Dolch is basically over, I can look into that. I would have hated doing this if Dolch was still not fulfilled. But now that it is, I think I can look into it. Alright. Let's put these gaskets on. Oh, this is already there. Cool. Gaskets. Okay. So I believe longer ones go here in the middle and then shorter ones on the outside. Damn, look at those machine marks. Keycult quality really has gone down. Oh man. That's a good, that's a nice meme. Look at this white dust, boy. Look at this white dust. KBD fans has better quality. TBH KBD fans quality is not bad as well, so at least I haven't seen any specific kits these days that have been riddled with issues. That said, I don't buy a lot of products from there or receive a lot, so I also do not know. 8X? What do you mean this is an 8X? Oh, true. But 8X is basically an AIO3 product in the sense that AIO3 designed it, and I guess, I mean, yeah, but all the production and QC was through KBD. It's supposed to be raw, right? The you mean this? It's just the machine, just like the machine marks left. Yeah, it's not raw. Like, well, yeah. I mean, like right now it's coated on. I think after it got flame painted or whatever. I was upset with the quality of the Boob 65. Oh, really? Who had a Boob 65 in our Discord server? I think it was Nacho. I think he said he left it in a box or something, so maybe he hasn't really looked at it. I can't wait for him to actually open it up and he'll complain about it. Cause that's what he would do. It's just a matter of time. Do you grab GMK Rainy Day? Uncle Pepe, no, I have not. Because why did I not grab it? Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess I just didn't really have interest in a neutral tone set at the time when it ran. But no, I didn't get GMK Rainy Day, no. But what were the issues on the Boob 65? Was it like just poor machine quality and anodizing, finish quality issues too? Or was there worse, like more like design problems, like things not fitting or? Because that's something I don't know much about. At least I haven't heard much about the Boop 65. Wouldn't know what the details are. Are you planning on getting it, Uncle Pepe? The GMK Rainy Day set? Are there even extras for that? Don't even remember who ran it. Is it Kono? Maybe that's why I also avoided it. Rainy Day House Hangul. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't really care for it though. That's what it is. I passed on in GB. I don't think I will. Looked decent though. Yeah, it looked alright. Looked pretty cute. I mean, looked like it's pretty monochrome standard. You know, like neutral and monochrome-ish. So, yeah, it's like cool. You know, cool. Okay. Man, I suck at putting these cables in, man. There we go. Okay, word cult. Wait, looks nice. Yep, it was done by KneeDeep. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Glad I didn't miss the entire stream. Wait, Christian, what do you even do today? I thought you were done with school. So what do you do today? K-word should make original T-word cases so they can be redeemed. I got KBBQ with some family to celebrate. Oh, congrats! And sick. KBBQ sounds so good right now. Let's go. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you've been doxxed. But also, actually, I'm pretty sure your Twitch account is linked to your Discord anyway. So. Yeah, I have it linked. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh yeah, so I tried Jollibee chicken with Christian yesterday. It was really good. I really liked it. I thought about it, and yeah, it's really good. It's really solid. I really like the spices. And yeah, no, it was good. I think I do like Popeye still quite a lot. I mean, for fast food chicken, right? Jollibee definitely hits its own category, but still, like, you know, right at the top. Very, very yummy. I don't think I've tried some of the other ones, some more regional ones, but yeah, just wanted to say that. And the spaghetti was pretty good. Like, the sweet flavor of it really offsets the rest of the spicy, like, kind of flavory part of the rest of the food, so it was good. Alright, there it is. Alright, let me go get HFO. I'll be right back, okay? It's gonna be hard to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because what happens is Okay, alright. I'm back. Jollibee hits a spot that not many others can hit. Yeah, I definitely felt like it was a bit different, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed that part of it. Definitely tasted different from what I initially expected. So, it's pretty good. Diego, do you see the Nub Sodi Sculpt teaser? No, I haven't. I didn't even know there was a teaser again or something. Looks sick? Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Either the keycaps are loose or your fingers are super strong. No, so there's a way to do it. You basically just want to make sure that the finger is well underneath the cap. So you're basically like about this much under the cap. So you're just pulling it out from the bottom part, so it comes off pretty easily. Post in the Artisan's channel so you can look at later. Thanks. I'll take a look. I'll definitely take a look. Looks good. Hyperfuse is a very nice key set for a silver board. Is this the floppy processor that made cool dust mat? Wait, which dust mat? I must be confused. Should we put these mint novelties? I'm not sure. We can put the arrows here now. 2x2 bongo time? I wish I could. I need to make the adapter. Bongo would fit if I could actually fit it. I would, but it doesn't. One Jado, thank you so much for the 5 months. Oh, the tiger mat. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, well. Yeah, that one's cool. Although definitely a little bit loud for me, but it is cool. Engineer can't make an NMX stem adapter? Yeah, I'm a skill-less lad. Don't know what to do, how to do things. Imagine having a marketable skill set. Couldn't be me. A skill set with which I could get a job. Couldn't be me. Fake engineer. I know, right? Revoke my degree at once. Alright, let's put some caps on this. Let's see. Let's go with Hyperfuse here. Actually, the Pacific one fits this pretty well. There's some pretty neat choices in here. We could always go with the Tiffany tux for the escape. That could look pretty cool. Or this one look kind of like accents with the eyes. What kind of engineering did you study? I studied electrical. What's your favorite artisan in my collection? I don't have a. It's hard to say one single artisan is my favorite. My entire collection is kind of tough. Like I have that. I do think there's like artisans that are very specifically most valuable or very valuable, but that doesn't necessarily mean there are that much more of my favorite compared to others. So it's kind of difficult. Yeah. Diego loves all his artisans. Yes, I love all my artisans. Don't worry about selling your labor, Diego. You can get by on looks alone. Please. Okay. That's just a major cap. I don't agree with that. Alright, let's see. So I do think like this like GMK Pacific cap actually looks really nice. Although this is gonna be difficult if we are doing more than an escape artisan. Maybe I should just do. Let's see. Tiffany tux is a little bit. It's a little bluer, but the eyes on this match a little better. Maybe I'll do the hoots. I'm not sure. Is it the OG try? I actually don't know. I wouldn't say. Oh, is it my most valuable cap? No, I think that my most valuable cap is probably the blue trade, right? You could just probably walk on stage next New York City Fashion Week? No way, dude. No way. No way, Jose. Oh, we could do an all albumin maybe? Or let me see here. Oh yes, Lightning XI Luga. Although it's a little more on the beige-ish side of gray. Kind of like grayish, but yeah, that could look nice. Finally use it. Although it definitely is on the beiger side. Tribumin. Yeah, Tribumin seems pretty neat. TBH. Something like that. Grayish. Yeah, grayish is correct. Okay, this kind of tight stem on this one. Ooh. Actually, why don't we do this one instead? Hard to tell on the cam, GG. Oh, no worries. Alright, we'll do that. Do some artisans eventually get cracked stems? Only if you mishandle them, yeah. Like if you put them on stems that are way too tight for them, or if you handle them, like if you like pull them at an off axis, like an off angle that, you know, like forces the stem, like pries on the stem, then yeah, that could be problematic for the for the stem eventually, yeah. But I would say they're pretty resistant in general. It also depends on like how they're made. So some resins more brittle than others, you know. It just varies a lot. It just varies a lot. I wonder how many skulls have met their end that way. Probably not many, actually, because I just don't really know of many skulls that have weak stems. Actually, they tend to be on the looser side. Skulls tend to be on the loose end of for the stems. Yeah, I got some stems that have like bubbles in them, so like parts are missing. Yeah, that can happen. Some makers QC is a little different, so yeah, it just varies. Depends on who's making it, how they're made at the time of making, that kind of stuff. Just varies a lot. Hugh fucking Knight. Hi. EC gang. Anybody here get their clickies order? I did not order clickies. This Hammerhead? No, this is Hyperfuse Origins. GMK Hyperfuse Origins. It's a key set that ran through Originative a while back. Alright. Okay, let's see. Oh, not in focus. There we go. Alright, let's do that. Alright, let's stop the music here and let's try this out. How's the sound here right now? Do we get good sound? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, friends. So here we have a board. This is a Keycult number 1 revision 2. This has been built with JWicks switches. These are linears from JWK. They also currently have this also currently has a full polycarb plate. This is GMK Hyperfuse Origins, and I mean, you can't see it from the top, but the bottom has a weight that has been very nicely redone by Mr. Kneedeep from KneeDeepPatinas. But yeah, let's try this board out, see how it sounds. Alrighty, here we go. Actually, can't hear a thing, so let's try this. Alright, here we go. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Also, I was typing really slowly for some reason. Yeah, sounds kind of like dolphin. Oh, that's an interesting take. That said, I don't. Maybe, I don't know. Sounds crisp. Yeah, definitely crisp. Ackermans. JWicks Black is probably closest Cherry Black clone. It definitely kind of has a bit of that nylon housing sound, right? That comes from like Cherry MX Blacks. Sorry, I missed the build. Can you take it apart and rebuild it? No. I don't want to. You literally just missed a test. Damn. I can try again if you want. Why not? Alright, I can try it again. Alright. $50K channel point reading for reveal. That's like actually very few channel points, I feel. It's very nice. It's very crisp for sure. I actually do like this alpha sound. At least you didn't have to make a solder bridge for the PCB. Oh, did people have to do that or something? I don't know. But I mean, also solder bridge is not that bad. TBH. Where do y'all go to get in-stock gym case sets? You can always check thoughtstock.com. Exclamation in stock, and you can get you can find in stock sets in general. Like there's like in stock sets and in stock keyboards listed on that site, so you can always check it out. Yeah. All right. All right. Here is the mods. I'll just show those out. All right. Here are the mods. Pretty good. OmniTypes and Novelkeys do have in-stock sets. If you go to omnitype.com/lightning, you can get you can check out OmniType sets, and then novelkeys.com also. And maybe if you try to use the Bolt coupon code, it might work with some of the in-stock sets, but I'm not sure if it works for all of them. But yeah. It's pretty nice though. It sounds pretty crisp. I actually do like how the mods came out this time. Really. Whoever was asking about the Durox stabs thing, I mean, these are Zeal stabs, which are pretty much very similar, to be honest, and the mods came out very nice. Yeah. Alrighty. So, and then I believe somebody wanted to see the bottom of the board. I'll show it. Give me 1 second now. All right, let's move this up over here. And the people demand a booty shot. Yeah. Okay. Take the overlay off for a sec. Oh, why did JD's thing stay there? All right, there we go. JD, move this way. All right. So here is what it looks like from the top. Very cool. That's what it looks like from the top. And then here from this side. And the back part. It's hard to show the... I mean, I feel like it would be much better in sunlight here. But it has that like colorful flame painted sort of look to it. It's hard to show it, but yeah. And here's the bottom. I'll just move it around. It's just very hard to see. I mean, definitely is the angle of the lighting as well. I do have a few light sources, as you can see, so harder to visualize it, but it's like colorful. Yeah. What's going on in chat? What happened? What the heck happened? Oh, someone got timed out? Oh, it's Drua. What happened though? What is an injustice? I'm so confused. I will sue. Okay. I have that ethereal beam in. It's dope. Thanks. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool looking. I got away with one. Nice. Yeah, this came out clean. Very crisp. These JWicks on polycarb, I like them. I actually really like how these sound. The top out sound of these JWicks are super good. I feel like I kind of want to try some. Very smooth too, the switches themselves. Very nice switches. Yeah. Very, very nice. Yeah, I do like these JWicks. JWicks on polycarb plate. Very clean. I thought it would sound a little bit on the bright side because a lot of the JWK switches, even with nylon housing, can sound a little bit like that. But I think the polycarb plate also, I thought it would be pretty bright of a sound, but it sounds pretty good. It's not that bad. I mean, the alpha sound kind of, yeah, they have a little bit of that bright tone to them. But it's not a bad one, so it sounds pretty good. Yeah. Which play is typically the most muted sounding? It depends. So I personally, as someone who studied a bit of physics, anything that dissipates, that will help you dissipate a lot of the energy that you provide from typing, is the one that's going to be the most muted. So normally something that's very flexible tends to dampen a lot because the energy gets dissipated as kinetic energy, right? Like, so like if you have like a very flexy plate and a very flexy PCB, for example, a lot of that kind of goes, like a lot of that energy goes away and doesn't propagate as like sound. FR4 also has a bit of a dampening effect, but I think that's just because of the property of the material. So yeah, I think those two, like normally like half plates will sound a bit more a bit quieter, I think, than full plates, because of the full plates also seem to reflect a lot of the sound back up. So yeah, pour-on plate. Isn't the Thera 75 basically like a pour-on plate because it was just all foam around the switches? Pretty sure the Thera 75 or something like that was basically all pour-on because it was like all foam around the switches. That wooden plate you built a while back sounded so unlike what I would have expected. Yeah, me too. I actually was expecting something completely different from that one as well. And that one also was kind of muted. I mean, I think also that one also sounded muted because we also had the Salvation, which has a lot of that bounciness. So I think a lot of that sound went away from the bounciness of the Salvation. I feel like if it maybe was a different board, like a Fiel or some other tray mount, maybe it would have sounded a lot different. But you know, it's worth trying, right? But definitely definitely was unique. That maple zebra, what was that? Trilobite boards is like the maple and like zebra with whatever thingy. Yeah. They need to make silicone plate? That would be interesting. Fill with brass and the holy pandas. Iconic. Iconic. Peak. Is it 2017? Nathan's Fiel. Some people hated the wooden board, the wooden alpacas on the Salvation. Some people hated it. I know some people were like, "Oh my god, it sounds so pingy, and it's so muted, and didn't like it." Some people hated it. Some people liked it a lot. So it kind of varied a lot. I kind of definitely received a response that was like at both edges. Some people were like, "Those are the scratchiest alpacas I've ever heard in my life." I'm like, it's not that bad. It's like, maybe. Like, what is even a scratchy alpaca at this point? You know what I mean? Like, well, how do you define a scratchy alpaca? Alpacas are just so smooth already. Oh gosh. Almost as if this hobby is based on subjective opinions. That's crazy. Oh my god. It was a plate that was wood, but yeah, I don't like wooden boards. Yeah, I don't know too much about like wooden boards. I mean, I've tried like the Doma, which is like integrated plate too, but it's very niche. But I mean, I've seen like those wooden tray boards. I used to have like a wooden tray for my plank. Oh, and that one was okay actually. Maybe it was because I was also using DSA caps back then. But I've seen some of the other, like, you know, regular poker style wooden tray cases, and they're like, meh. They're like, okay. Nothing too unique, I would say. Yeah. The real scratch alpacas were the friends we made along the way. So are you saying that your friends are the bumpy parts of the road? They create scratchiness in your life? That's awful. I'm gonna tell your friends abstraction. Real meta is creams on brass. There was that one time I tried creams on, I think it was on aluminum plate on the Keycult number 2, and it sounded so good. It was so nice. That one was really good too. Scratchy friends. Oh boy. Alright. Well, so I think that's all I got for today. As far as the build is concerned, I'll have one more build this week, and then I'll be away for a while. So yeah, maybe 2 builds this week, but I don't think I'll have time. Yeah, I don't think I'll have time. So probably one more build for sure, and then two maybe if I do have time I'll do two. But yeah, I don't think so. Where are you going? I'm just gonna be busy with some work. Just decided to take a break for a week. I'm gonna be busy with work, and then I'm gonna be out of time for a little bit. Yeah, visiting a friend. I have a friend who's like graduating from a master's program, and I haven't seen him in a long time. It's like a high school friend. So yeah, seeing some friends, seeing some people, and just hanging out for a bit as well. Yeah, and then I also have to do work. So yeah, it'll be a good chance to sort of reset a little. Yeah, it'll just be that week. So that'll be starting like, you know, this weekend till I'll be back I think next weekend, but yeah, just until like the middle of next week basically. Oh, but I mean, if you guys have suggestions for things to do in Toronto, actually, you can please feel free to suggest, because I will be visiting Toronto for a bit. So yeah, I might see Mr. Noise, Mr. Alexatos. Yeah, I might meet up with Mr. Alexatos. So we'll see. See what you're saying about the center port? Yeah, so right, so center port on TKL, right? Versus like basically the number 2 I think has it here, so it's a little different, right? Versus here, because this cluster is so much smaller than this part, so that's why center USB port on TKL can look a little odd at times. Yeah, I really think TKL and port here is pretty nice. Hugo? Oh, that's right. Mr. Hugo is also in Toronto. I guess I can't meet a lot of people. I mean, I'll try to meet some people. I'll try my best to see who's around, and if I like, you know, can manage time. But I mean, if you have suggestions of things like place to go to, like things to eat, I'll be all ears. Yeah. Yeah, I think smaller layouts and centered USB is pretty good. And then larger ones, I think it just depends on where the clusters are. Like, yeah, 75, 65, all fine on centered. But I think for TKL, here's nice. 1800, yeah, 1800 also between the F12 and that, like, you know, numpad section is pretty good. Yeah, so it kind of depends. I think for full size though, I don't know, because full size is just massive. I think that one actually centered is okay. Like, cause there's like also numpad here. I don't know. Full size, I don't know. It's kind of weird. What a board like the Juby or the Zenith? You can treat that as, I think the board like, well, actually, doesn't the Juby have the port on the left? Yeah, the Juby has it between the 2 clusters, but the Zenith has it in the center, if I recall correctly. Yeah. It's interesting though. That's an interesting one. The macro column. I do like the Juby port positioning though. I did not have any issues with that. It looked very natural. It looked nice. Yeah. Would it be overkill to have 3 ports? Yeah, I mean, it would be overkill if you... Well, the problem is how are you gonna... you would have to somehow figure out the circuitry for that, where if one is plugged in, the other one shouldn't work, or something like that. Because you can't pull current... You can't pull that much current, so... yeah, you don't want to, like, break things either, so... Pour out of the bottom of the board when? I mean, pour out of the bottom, don't OEM boards actually do that? There's OEM boards that have that are basically like, it's the plastic case and they basically have a hole and it's like an L-shaped cable, or like this sort of. I've seen those. I've seen some of those OEM boards that are like that. Like the Magic Mouse. Oh boy. KB67 light looks wonky with the left side. Yeah, I think 65 center is fine. I think left side USB was a big thing because it was because of the poker and that style, like the pokers, like, you know, like regular poker or and pro style, you know, where the port's on the left side of the USB of the PCB. That became a normal thing on 60%, and then when 65s came out, because all they did was extend the PCB one column to make 65s, the left side port stayed for a while. But then I feel like nowadays, if you're making a PCB from scratch anyway, might as well put the port in the middle. Yeah. What happens if you buy splitter cable and plug in all 3 ports at once? Explosion. Just, I don't know. Daisy chain multiple boards. I mean, didn't Matrix 2.0 ADD try to do that with the pass-through? But if I recall correctly, the numpad only works with the Matrix 2.0 ADD, but nothing else, because the pass-through can't pull that much current, so it's restricted by the amount of current you can pull. It's kind of unfortunate. Put the board coming out between top escape and F1. Well, that was actually a thing. Oh, coming at the top. So plug it in like this. Plug it in like this, like a 90-degree port. Oh boy, that would be hilarious. Yes, you know, like the Dolphin V3 accent, there's like a little block that goes right here. It would be like that, but instead there's just a USB connector. That's pretty funny. Matrix will do it? I'm sure they would. Yeah. Oh! Let me show you something kind of cool that I just got. I got these really cute switches today. I got these really cute switches that I'm probably gonna put on my Dolphin. And I actually, well, so the reason I got these switches is also because I'm gonna put in another Dolphin that I'm building for somebody. These are called the Pingsu Palm switches. They came all the way from Australia. They're like Pingsu colored though. Look at that. I think it was called Naja keys, N-A-J-A keys. Oh, I think they're the shop whose 21 KB or the Xiaomi orders got like canceled or whatever. They made all this big deal post on Reddit, I think, about Xiaomi bad. But yeah, they sell these Pingsu palm switches and they're pretty nice actually. I think they come with some pre-applied factory lube, but like they sound really smooth. And I think these are 60. I'm gonna say 62 gram. But they're full travel, which is super nice. I like the full travel. So I'm not huge on long pole stem. So the full travel. I don't know if they're JWK. I heard they might not be JWK and some other switch maker. They actually don't have a switch maker listed on their, like a switch manufacturer listed on the list on the shop listing. But I mean, I could, you know, just ask them and go and, you know, probably find out. I think it might be like B-Sun or something like that. You know, like the people who make the people who used to be partner with like Otemu. I don't know though. But they're pretty smooth. Doesn't really seem to have too much wobble. But really cute switch color. So I'm gonna put these in my Dolphin. Yeah, gotta put these in my Dolphin. I think these were on Divinity. Oh, I see. Yeah. Australia kind of lit. I think you can get these in Swag Keys. Oh, cool. So I guess they sell them on various stores now. But yeah, when I ordered them, they were on Naja Keys, and I just got them from there. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna put these on my Dolphin later on. I haven't built that yet, but yeah, I was debating what switches to use, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, and I just put GMK Pingsu on it. Yeah. So it'll be a nicely matched build. But I mean, I'm also, so the reason I got these was because I was getting them for somebody else, and then I was like, I might as well get some for myself. So I just kind of hopped on the bandwagon there and just got them in today. Took a while to arrive though, because they shipped using just a regular Auspost, which basically gets passed on to the USPS, but international shipping from the Oceanic region is it takes a while. So yeah, took a little while, but it finally arrived today. Jesus, Jesus. Jordan64 TV, my friend. Thank you so much. 15 months, Jordan. Thank you. You don't cook your chorizo. So Jordan and I were talking about this today. Okay, guys. Do you guys know chorizo, right? What is chorizo? It's like meat, right? Anyway, so it's like pork based, right? So, do you guys cook chorizo? Would you cook chorizo? Do you have to cook chorizo? It's cured meat, says Drua. Andre says yes. Yes? Right? Right? Of course, so it has crispy bits. Cured doesn't have to be cooked. It's interesting to see what everyone has to say about it. Because we discovered something in the middle of that discussion. I'll eat what is in front of me. Charlie Jet Rodriguez says yes. Okay. It's very common in my country. Okay, so we discovered today that obviously there is a cured version of chorizo, which is the Spanish one, where you don't have to cook because it's already edible, like that. But for me, the answer to the question, do you cook your chorizo? I'm like, yes, if you don't cook it, you're gonna get food poisoning. Because, you know why I said that? Because I have gotten food poisoning from undercooked chorizo. So in Mexican chorizo, and actually most of Latin America, chorizo is not cooked, it's raw. It's pork sausage and it's raw, and you have to cook it. It's basically like ground pork. So yeah. Oh, Filipino chorizo. Oh, yeah. And the Philippines is called longaniza. Filipino chorizo is called longaniza, and actually in Mexico they also call it longaniza. But yeah. So there's two kinds of chorizo apparently, and you know, Jordan and I were talking about this, and yeah, we were getting a lot of shit because we were being told that they shouldn't be cooked, and this was someone who was European, and so we were like, oh no, it has to be cooked. It's gotta be cooked. You have to cook chorizo, otherwise you're gonna die. Because yeah, I've gotten food poisoning, and food poisoning from undercooked pork is literally like, oh, you can say it? Okay, man. We were talking with Salvin. He was livid about it. He was like, no, you don't cook chorizo. And we're like, dude, you have to. You're gonna die. You're asking yourself to like, you know, you're gonna puke your guts out, man. Like, he's like, no, you don't have to cook your chorizo. You know, like, you know, in Spain, like, it's like, you know, cured or whatever. They also have it like in Portugal, and yeah, it's a salami. yeah, and the Spanish chorizo is like a deli meat, so you just slice it and you just go to town. Yeah, you can just put it in your charcuterie board. Yes, in your charcuterie terry board. Also, Salvin, you schmucks. Yeah. I got food poisoning from this exact thing like 2 months ago. Yeah, dude. I got it when I was like younger. Like, I think I was like in middle school or something. Dude, like, food poisoning from undercooked pork is death. Like, you feel like you're just gonna puke your entire guts out. And like, I was feeling sick for like 3 days. I mean, I was okay by like the late part of the second day, but like on the third day I was incapable of eating anything solid. Like, I was just like having such a hard time. It was straight up death. Like, I felt like I was, oh my god. Yeah, my soul was emptied at that point. Me married to a Mexican woman. Salvin, you haven't had proper chorizo. Oh, so funny. Isn't there a German dish that's just raw meat? Well, I mean, there is specific cuts of meat that you can eat raw. Like, I mean, so in Korea, there is something called yukwae, which is basically like, it's like sashimi like cuts of beef. It's like beef tartare, yeah, exactly. And you can eat that. That's basically raw, and you can eat that fine. But you can't do like a lot of things that you shouldn't ever eat raw, right? I mean, like, especially chicken, right? You're asking yourself to get salmonella, right? But yeah, chorizo has innards, so you better cook that, and really well. Like, you have to cook it well done. Also, it's much more delicious well done anyway, like nice and crispy. So raw beef is generally safer than pork. Yeah, I mean that's why we eat a lot of beef, like rare or medium rare, right? Whereas like pork or chicken, you better cook it well. And chicken especially, you don't want to have raw because of salmonella risk. And that's also another one that you're gonna feel like you're gonna die. Yeah, so shut off Diego cam and leave Tiger cam on. So it's JD talking about the meats today. So we should just do this like this. There's that dude who eats rotten raw meat. What the fuck? Blue raw chicken thigh is goated. What do you mean? What's up, Kevin? Alright. Anyway. I'm applying for jobs. Wait, what does that have to do with this? Do you hear Jif peanut butter got recalled due to salmonella? Oh, really? I didn't know that peanut butter could cause that. Wait, why is that? Peanut butter? Salmonella? I thought it was in chicken or eggs, right? How come? Oh, I'm actually kind of interested now. Just contamination, I guess? I didn't know that peanut could have salmonella. Anything can have salmonella? Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense then. Oh yeah, you're right. Anything can have it. It's just more common to have it in chicken and eggs. Cool. Makes sense. Can you mod me for a second so I can do an injustice? No. Why would I do that? Somehow it's contaminated in the factory? Yeah, I guess shit happens, huh? Wow. There's a war here between a mod and a viewer. Gosh. This is censorship. This is what happens when Obsidian ends up in chat, which is a rare occasion. He's not always in chat, so maybe it's just making up for all the streams that he didn't get to do some mod actions. It's all peaches. Blaming it on peaches. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Where have you been? Oh. True. Alright, friendos. Let's call it a night now. Let's see now. Let's open up Twitch here and see if anybody's streaming. Actually, I'm not sure who is. Let's see, I see Mr. Andy, Shin Wong, Mac Merlin, Gioran doing some Gundam, Gunpla stuff. Keep noob. Haven't seen him in a bit. Me Brigon doing a Tokyo 60. Kung Bean, what? Some paper, making buildings out of paper. Oh, do you guys wanna? Oh, and then, I see Kim is doing a quick unboxing and Genshin quiz if you want to or we can raid some other streamers. I see some Genshin streamers. I see Mr. Scara, Mr. Knowledge. Joran is a good dude. Yeah, Joran is a nice dude. Merlin, yeah, we haven't raided Merlin in a bit, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, we did raid him like relatively recently, and so we had that lightning spell joke. Raid message. Alright, y'all have any votes in between Joran or Marilyn maybe? I guess since only 2 people suggested who to raid. I can choose either. Alright, I'm gonna flip a coin. Flip coin. Alright, heads is Joran and tails is Mac Marlin. Okay, I got heads, so let's go rate Mr. Gioran. Radiorin. We're gonna go see Mr. Giorin build some a Barbatos Gunpla build. Mr. Giorin also does keyboard content, and he does also cables, keyboard cables. So if you're looking for a new cable, you can check out Dispatch Cables. He does really excellent work. So you can also check out their work. Let's see, Lightning Stream. Oh, how about if you had to choose a Gunpla figurine to give me as a gift, which one would you pick? Unlimited budget. Unlimited budget. Miyago. Hypers. I don't know anything about Gunpla, but I just wanted to ask so that he kind of goes off on his rant about it. Alright friends, well I'll catch you guys again sometime later this week. We'll do another build later this week, and then I'll see you guys the week after that. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Take it easy and have a good rest of your week. Oh, CGBU, and I'm sorry. See you later!